Hey Sandy, where are you right now? I just got back from the office and nobody's home. Oh, what's up?
Come on, David. Can't you even do stuff by yourself? What are you, 5 years old? Besides, what's it to you where or what I do? It's none of your business.
Yeah, right, but if you're going out late or staying over, I wish you would at least let me know. I could have picked something up at the store on my way home. Figured you had dinner ready. Not only that, I'm worried, is what I'm trying to say.
David, why do you always have to bitch about everything? What are you, my mom? You're a guy, for God's sake. Act like one. I'm sick of your bitching.
Seriously? I'm just worried is all. I'm your husband. Why shouldn't I be worried?
Yeah, the whole husband and wife thing sounds more like a big fat fraud to me.
Huh? A fraud? How could you say that?
The reason I agreed to this marriage was only because I heard that your family was super well off. But it turns out that it's going to be your sister's husband that's going to be taking over the company from your father. And that huge house, I thought that was in your name, but no, all in your sister's name. I mean, you're the eldest and your younger sister's practically gets everything. Go figure, this is a complete scam. How much longer are you going to drag me through this crappy existence?
I thought you were well aware of my situation.
Since you got me into this mess, you're just going to have to work your butt off to make amends. That's the least you could do.
So that's all I am to you.
You want to stay married to a beautiful girl like me. Someone you were super lucky to get, by the way. Well, you just better do what I tell you. You got that? Just be my little ATM. That's all you're good for. Think of it as a favor. You do that and I won't divorce you.
How could you say such a thing?
You should be happy with the fact that you're married to a beauty like me. You do what I say, and you'll keep the status of having a beautiful wife by your side. Sounds like a good deal to me, so stop with all of the bitching.
But can you at least tell me where you are right now?
I'm in Hawaii.
Pardon me? Hawaii?
Yeah, I'm here with Randy. We deserve a little vacation for all the bitching.
Who's this Randy?
He's my boyfriend.
Excuse me? Your boyfriend?
Yeah, Hawaii is so romantic at night. Perfect setting for a lover. The night breeze on the beach is so soothing. We're such an attractive couple. He's in his aloha shirt, me with flowers in my hair. Everyone's staring at us.
Hold on one second, Sandy. You're married. How could you be in Hawaii with your boyfriend? That means you're having an affair. You're cheating on me.
Yeah, well, it can't be helped, can it? How am I supposed to get any satisfaction? All you're good for is being my ATM. What's so wrong about getting satisfaction from another guy when my own husband is such a loser? I mean, it's obvious, isn't it?
I can't understand your logic, Sandy. If you're so enamored by some other guy, just get a divorce.
Oh, right. You really want to lose me? You would never go through with it. I'm too precious to you.
Well, that's...
I admit that as an ATM cash dispenser, you have potential. But as a husband, please give me a break. If you don't want me to divorce you, just shut your mouth. Just go rake in the cash. That's all you're good for. Okay, I gotta go. We're headed to the night cruise for dinner. It's gonna be so romantic. Please don't contact me anymore. You'll just shatter the whole romantic thing we got going here.
Hey, Sandy, are you there? I woke up this morning and you weren't here. Where the hell are you? I could be wrong, but you're not on one of your trips again, are you?
Oh, David, you again. Yeah, that's right. I'm on vacation at the moment.
With this Randy guy again?
Randy? No, I broke off with that guy last week. I'm here in Las Vegas with Brad.
Pardon me, with a different guy?
Actually, I have 5 different guys. And I gotta say, Brad is the best of them all. Love the guy. So much fun.
Did you just say you had 5 boyfriends?
Come on, David. Don't be so surprised. You know I'm super cute. The guys clamor around me. What can I say? I mean, it's obvious, right?
We're married. This just isn't right.
Excuse me?
I said you're married to me. We're husband and wife. Doesn't that mean anything to you? It's common sense. Haven't you heard of an extramarital affair?
Pardon me? What? Are you disobeying me? You really got nerve, David. You keep this up and divorce is not far off, buddy.
Are you gonna start with that again?
To be honest, I left the divorce paper in the bedside table drawer.
Pardon me? Divorce paper?
Go ahead and take a look at it. You can see I already signed it.
Does that mean?
Not as dumb as I thought. You disobey me and I submit that and poof, we're finished. No more husband and wife. You don't want that, do you? You want to stay married to me. Well, just be my obedient little ATM and all will be fine. Brad and I are set for a week-long Las Vegas extravaganza. We're gonna take in the shows and hit the casinos, so I don't want any interruptions.
Hey, come on, Sandy.
See ya.
Good evening, David. This is Sue. Can we talk?
Oh, hey, Sue. Yeah, no problem. What's up?
About your wedding. Have you already made preparations?
Can I ask why you're asking? I mean, seems kinda out of the blue.
Yeah, well, Dad was a bit worried, so, you guys were officially married on paper, opting to do the wedding ceremony later, right? Well, it's been 3 months already, and there's still no talk of having that wedding ceremony. You keep putting it off, and eventually you'll never go through with it. I was wondering, maybe you guys were just going to skip it.
Right, yeah, well. It's just that, just haven't gotten around to it, I suppose.
Seriously? What's wrong? Don't tell me you guys are not getting along.
Yeah, well, something like that.
What happened? You can tell me.
Yeah, that's kind of you, Sue. I just don't know how I can explain it all to you.
Hey, David, you have a really bad habit, you know that?
How would you mean?
You're way too meek toward women. You have to be more assertive.
You really think so?
Yeah, I've watched you for a long time and you never speak up. You have to have a bit more confidence in yourself, David. Like I said, a bad habit of yours. No matter how much abuse you get, you just sit back and take it, never fighting back, always the victim. I remember back in university when that obnoxious girl was hounding you. You just let that girl follow you around, never telling her straight. As a result, it took months for you to sever that relationship, when you could have just told right from the start that you were not interested, and that would have ended it.
Yeah, well, you know.
I can't believe you, David. When it comes to work, you're like super smart, but with women, not so good. Why is that?
I'm not sure.
So, what happened? I'm going to keep pestering you until you tell me, so come on, let's hear it.
But I really...
Come on, David, come clean. You'll feel way better, I assure you.
Right, but I'll just be a burden to you.
Just tell me for God's sake.
Yes, ma'am. Sandy is cheating on me.
Cheating on you? She's having an affair?
Yeah, not just one. Apparently she's going from one guy to another.
Seriously? And you're just letting her get away with it? Why didn't you tell me about this sooner?
Yeah, well, I figured I'll give Sandy a chance, but maybe she had her reasons, I don't know. But yesterday she contacted me saying she was going off to Las Vegas this time for a week with another guy.
What do you mean, this time? She's done it before?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Different guy, though.
Are you for real, David? Why the hell would you let her get away with it a second time?
She said if I complained, she would divorce me. Apparently, she already has the divorce papers ready. Just needs to be signed. I didn't know what to do.
Seems obvious.
What do you mean?
Just get it done with. Divorce her.
But I can't just...
I know how you feel, and considering the kind of guy you are, I'm not surprised you got yourself into this mess. But I can't fathom someone just sitting by and letting his wife just sleep around with other guys. You don't have to take it.
Yeah, I know, but...
What is it? Oh, I get it. You still love her despite her cheating on you, is that it?
Love her? Well, you mean now?
Yes, now. Do you still love her at this very moment? After the way she's treating you, she's probably sleeping with the guy as we talk.
Yeah, when you put it that way. Yeah, you're right. I mean, why am I still married to her? There is not a reason to stay married to her. This whole relationship is a farce.
That's right. Now, hurry up and submit those papers. You don't need to stay married to her for a minute longer. She's left you with all the papers, right? All you have to do is sign it and send it off to your lawyer, and that's it. No more worries, and you can go on with your life. It's your decision. You sign it, and that's it.
Yeah, right.
Now that you're in the right mindset, go for it. This is your chance to redeem yourself. All it takes is a flick of the wrist and pop it into the mailbox, and you're done with the cheating wife of yours forever.
You mean right this second?
Yes, right this second. Time's a-wasting. As a matter of fact, it's still early. You can hand deliver it and walk it over to City Hall and submit the forms there.
Yeah, you're right. I'm on my way.
There you go. You're doing the right thing. You'll thank me for this.
Hey, David. I'm back. Open the front door, would you? My key doesn't work. Come on, I got a bunch of luggage here. I'm pooped. I need to lie down and rest. I know you can hear the bell. Come on, open up.
Excuse me, may I ask who this is?
Are you kidding me? Just open up, darn David. I'm in no mood for your games. This is your wife, Sandy. Have you already gone senile? Just open the friggin' door, would you?
Sorry, I can't do that.
Huh? Am I hearing you right? Do I sense some defiance in your message? Wow, that's a first.
Yeah, I've been pretty patient with you, understanding even.
Oh, I see where you're going with this. I forgot my key, and now you've suddenly become courageous. You can conjure up all the courage you want, but the fact of the matter is I married you. You should be grateful. You tone down that cocky attitude or I submit the divorce papers. You don't want that, do you?
I already submit them.
Pardon me? What did you just say?
The divorce papers. I already talked to my lawyer and submitted the papers down at City Hall.
You already submitted the divorce papers?
Yeah, that's right. So while you were gone, I already terminated the lease on the house. The place is empty. Yeah, right after the papers were submitted, after that I went looking for a new place, did all the paperwork, and I'm finally settled in. Took about a week, but it's all done. You can really get a lot done in a week if you put your mind to it. Oh, your stuff. Send them over to your parents' place. Should have already arrived by now.
Wait a sec. I thought you wanted to stay married to me. You are going totally senile.
I'm not that old. As a matter of fact, I feel pretty good. I finally realized that the 4 months I was married to you was what was screwed up.
Excuse me?
Maybe it was because you were so brazen when it came to cheating on me that, well, I couldn't wrap my mind around it. It all finally caught up with me. I realized that no matter how good looking you are, I didn't want to live any longer with someone who would cheat on me so shamelessly.
Oh, yeah? Well, I don't care. Do what you want. You don't want to be my ATM? So be it. I have no more use for you. I mean, a guy who can't even keep his priorities straight. Your younger sister and hubby swoop in and take your rightful place as the company's CEO. Boy, what a total loser. To be honest, I don't want anything to do with a loser like you. I should have submitted the papers. Actually, you did me a favor.
Oh yeah? Well, my brother-in-law took over as CEO because he has the brains and know-how to run a business. And about the inheritance, it's not as if I've been disowned or anything.
Pardon me?
Yeah, my folks aren't that old, so I hate talking about any inheritance, and it'll be years from now, but I'll receive my legally mandated amount when they pass. Nothing has changed.
You never told me this.
And about that house. My sister made a significant amount with her net business, and she put in the finances to do some restoration on the place.
You're kidding, right? You making stuff up, right?
Yeah, I suggest you worry about what you're gonna do going forward. Huh? It was just the other day that my father told me that your father's company is not doing so well financially. Is that true? Well, in order to turn things around, your father's company incorporated a system developed by our business development department for a very reasonable price. But once my father heard of your actions towards me, he was furious, and he decided to pull the plug on the whole project.
I had no idea that my father's company was in such dire circumstances.
Yeah, it seems that way. Probably won't be able to avoid bankruptcy.
You know what? David.
Sorry, Sandy. I have no intention of getting back together with you. I'm sorry.
But can't we at least talk about it?
Sorry, my lawyer will be contacting you soon to talk about damages. You'll have to pay compensation for, what you've been doing. I hope it was worth it.
Damages? Why do I have to pay?
I'm not the only one.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, during the past week or so, I did a little research on you. For me, well, I've only been with you like 6 months, tops. So I can't demand much, but apparently the guys you were going out with, well, some of those guys were married, I think you'll be hearing from their wives as well. I bet the total amount will be in the tens of thousands of dollars. Maybe even exceed $10,000.
Are you serious? No way!
You dug a hole for yourself. Better be prepared for some hard times ahead. In the end, that divorce went as planned. I heard the total settlement came to something like $150,000. All the havoc she caused everyone, maybe she got off cheap. But if you put into consideration the bankruptcy of her father's company, which she was partially to blame, she deserves a little punishment. In order to pay her debts, I heard she resorted to working at a club, selling her good looks, if you know what I mean. Her sister warned me to never fall into such a trap again. She appreciates that I'm a nice guy and all, but that I should put my foot down sometimes. Not just go along and get along. I'm gonna refrain from dating for the time being and focus on work. I need to take the advice of my little sister and get my act together, I suppose. I sure don't want to fall into that trap again.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Tracy, hello. I know this is a little quick, but I have a favor to ask you. Hello, Dawn. Is this favor you have to ask has anything to do with using my yard? Then I'm going to have to say no again. What? You're always telling me no each and every time, and I'm getting tired of it. And that's because no matter how many times you've asked me, my answer has not changed. I'm just being upfront and honest with you about it so that we're not wasting one another's time any longer. You're being cold though. If you keep all that up, people are going to start calling you the boring and cold mom in town. Is that what you want? Do you have any idea what us other moms are already starting to call you amongst ourselves? What? They're calling you the Queen of Ice. Oh, is that so? If you don't want to be called that anymore, then let me use your yard. I just thought it would be the perfect place to have a barbecue party or something like that, as it beats all these crappy public parks. Actually, I was just assuming you guys were all calling me something worse, so I don't really care. And even if you were calling me something horrible, I still would not care. Huh? I'm not even friends with any of the moms you hang out with, Dawn, so I don't really mind what you all have to say about me. Huh? I've heard about you inviting other women over to your house to have coffee and tea out on your deck. And those are not other moms or anything. They would be my younger sister and her 2 kids. Huh? My little sister isn't too much younger than me, and her kids are around the same age as mine, so they come over often and have fun here. What? I had thought you were having other moms over to your house without me, but that doesn't seem to be the case then. Why can't you start inviting us over for a change? What makes us any different than your family there? Well, my family and your group of moms are quite different actually. They happen to respect me in my decision and will never continue to pester me about my choices, even if they think I have no right being cold to them. Whatever. Just because you have that massive yard surrounding your house doesn't mean you're all that great of a person anyway. Are we done here yet? I'm still working at the moment, so I need to focus on that again. If you have anything else you'd like to talk about, let me hear it now. If not, then this is goodbye. Loser. I'm going to get into that yard of yours one way or another and do what I want with all of the other mom friends. I'll show you. Hiya, Tracy. This is about your yard again. No. What? Such a waste you are. But listen to this. I know about something that you might not like. What's that? I heard that you happen to work for the same company that my husband is working for. Oh, is that so? And when I compare my husband's age to your age, there is no doubt that my husband is higher up than you within that company. In other words, he's your boss, right? And if you're not going to listen to the wife of your boss like you have been, things might begin to get more troubling for you at your workplace. So, what are you going on about now, Dawn? I have never heard of any situation where someone like me would have to listen to my boss's wife. And I'll let you know right now that a company your husband and I are working for does not view the same thing you do. So please do not use neither your husband's position or mine in that way. Huh? As of right now, I'm not too sure what department your husband works for or what position he's in, so I'll have to take a look and see. But let me tell you right now that based off what I do know, it's better that you don't start pulling things like that with me. Huh? I'm not pulling anything with you. I think I have every right to, when my husband could get rid of you at any minute. Now you listen to me, Tracy. I think you're better off not talking to me like that ever again, unless you want to start crying over things I can make happen. I'm not so sure what else could happen if you fight back against me, but this is your warning, alright? Let me say this one more time. I am the wife of your boss, and you listen to every word I say. You are going to let me use your yard for 1 day. This is an order from me, so there is no going against this. Tracy, it seems that starting this evening, you're no longer going to be at home, right? According to some other people, your husband has something going on back at his parents' house, so you're all going. And you all won't be back until later tomorrow, right? That means your house is going to be empty for just 1 whole day. So in other words, this means you finally come around to listening to the wife of your boss and are going to let me come over there. I just happened to get a really nice grill from one of my friends that I plan to bring over. I'll set it up in your backyard, and then me and all my other mom friends are going to get together and have a proper barbecue party. So let me tell you once more, we are all going to be having a really nice barbecue out behind your house in the backyard, okay? Had you lent me your yard while you were in town, I would have let you come to this really nice barbecue where we'll be cooking up some really good ribs and a few porterhouse steaks as well. Well, it's too bad that you and your family won't be around for it. Anyway, we're all going to cook up all this amazing meat I have, and we're all going to eat it up without you. Tracy, listen, later on, can you make sure to give me $2,100? Turns out that I didn't get enough food for everyone to have, so we needed to go to a meat store in town and buy up some really high-grade stuff. So this will be the cost of that meat, and also the cost of some more liquor that we had to pick up in town as well. And of course, this liquor is all high-end stuff. One other thing, we're all going to be ordering pizza to be delivered. Along with that, we'll get some 2 liters of pop and other things to go along with the food like snacks for later. So with that all in mind, the cost will come around to $2,100. Since this barbecue is taking place at your place, you're going to have to cover the bill for all of it when you get back, okay? I've already planned on paying for all with my credit card, so after today, I'd like you to send me that money so I can pay it off. My God! Just thinking about all the fun we're having here makes me want to do barbecues at other people's houses even more. Well, I'm going to get back to it and start putting some more steaks on the grill. Huh? What is this? Dawn? Are you freaking kidding me? Going and having a barbecue at my house like that? Well, if it isn't Tracy, I want to know where the hell you entered my yard from as well. I just came in through your front gate is all. Well, I guess I had to do with a little handiwork with the lock, which may have broken it. But that's all on you since you chose to put a dang lock on the neighborhood's public barbecue park. Were you all trying to hog it to yourself? I have not been hogging anything. I told you time and time again every time you asked that you could not use my yard for anything. Do you remember? I don't want to have to keep repeating myself about this. This was an order given to you by your boss's wife, which means saying no to me was never an option for you. And I told you that it's not normal for someone to think that just because their husband is the boss of someone else, they can make that someone else do anything they ask. Well, you'll get used to it over time. Now, just like I told you earlier, I'd like to have that $2,100 handed over to me tomorrow. I'm not paying you anything. Also, when it comes to cleaning up the mess we'll make, you can do that when you get home from your in-laws. I'll also leave you to clean up all the plates and cups, as well as the grill for me. You listen to me right now, Dawn. What is it? Do you have any idea whose yard you're having a barbecue at the moment? Huh? Why you know exactly whose yard this is? I shouldn't have to answer such a stupid question that for you, right? But I will. This yard happens to be my husband's employee's yard. Oh, for crying out loud. Really, I never wanted to play this card with any of the moms in the neighborhood, but you all have given me no other choice with all the crap you've been doing here. What the hell is going on in that head of yours? That happens to be the CEO's house. What? The CEO? Your husband happens to be a manager in a manufacturing department for the SLO, right? He is, but... Hey, what do you mean this house is the CEO's house? In other words, the CEO of SLO. That would be me, so there you go. Huh? If you're not going to believe me, then you can try asking your husband about me, or better yet, take a look at the company's webpage and scroll to the bottom to learn about me. I think you'll be able to learn the truth really quickly then. What? This is all a joke, right? You're telling me that you're the CEO for the company my husband works for? I'm going to be coming back to my house tonight. I received a call from a neighbor a little bit ago, and he told me that you all have been making so much noise that it's disturbing the whole neighborhood. He also told me he saw you all slamming shots to get drunk quickly. He also explained that a lot of the flower beds around my house have been trampled on by you guys. And when it comes to the koi pond I have, you all have been throwing your trash into it. He was planning on calling the police, thinking you were all kids vandalizing my house, but he wanted to check with me first. Tracy? When it comes to all of this, my husband, I will definitely be talking with him about it. You hold your horses there. If you don't want me talking with him about it, will you be able to cover all the damages to my property just by yourself? You happen to be a housewife, so when it comes to the money you get, it's all coming from your husband, right? The amount of money you'll be paying me will depend on the extent of the damages to my yard, as well as based on how much I'm upset by all this. Also, there's one other thing. What? Sirens? The police? My neighbor ended up calling the police after we talked. As I said, he had every right to since I wasn't home and didn't know enough about who was all behind this time. But I was just having so much fun throwing this whole barbecue. Why did this have to happen to me all of a sudden? My neighbor told me he had gotten home a couple of hours ago, and that whole time he had never noticed that my husband or I were not there. He had called me at first to tell me to quiet down, but when I told him I wasn't home, he said he should have known that sooner. After our talk and him explaining to me the situation of what's going on, he said he'd do something about it, and I told him to go right ahead. Well, anyway, there's no point in me explaining to you what happened anymore. Now, I'll hear from you later. Tracy, what the hell is this you wanting from me $10,000 for the damages to your yard? Are you sure you're not overcharging me? I also found out you told my husband about all of this. He's telling me we're getting a divorce now. Do something about all of this, please. The last time I ever had to work a job was back in high school, and that was just a part-time job. Having to get back out there and finding a job now at all times, there's no freaking way I can do that. Hey, Tracy? I'm asking you nicely to please not look away from this. $10,000? That amount of money. I just don't have that kind of money laying around. My husband even told me to hand it all by myself now, so I'm not being helped by anyone. Tracy! Why are you not freaking replying to me? You're not even reading any of these dang messages anymore either. Hello? I'm going to be divorced if you don't do something about this. Hey! Help me to freak out! And don't charge me $10,000 for that party, okay? Listen to me, Tracy. The way my yard was left after that barbecue, well, it was downright awful. So in order to have some landscapers come in and fix everything for me, the price would be around $10,000. A few days after that party, the manager of the manufacturing department came to my house with $10,000 in cash and handed it to me before saying sorry for what his wife did. However, I really wanted that $10,000 to come from Dawn's sweat and tears so that she'd learn from it. A lot of people have told me to have some of the other moms there to pay up for the damages as well, but that will be sorted out later when they all have to go to court and face a judge for trespassing on my property. I'm going to assume some of them will get community service and others will have to pay fines to whoever asks for them. My lawyer will be there as well representing me, so maybe I'll get even more money in settlements out of them all. As for Dawn herself, it doesn't seem like she's learned her lesson from all of this yet, and because of that, her husband was able to get the rights to his kid in the divorce, and all of them have left her. When all of this happened to her, I received one large text from her where she went all crazy saying all these slurs towards me and telling me how much she hates me. But when reading all of it, I thought to myself that I really have no more time for her, then I proceeded to block. And ever since that day, life at my home has really been quiet, and I have never run into Dawn or any of her annoying mom friends ever again. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought about the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.